Okay,
I'm reloaded. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Spitfire Say the Batches radio podcast, all the above. I'm DJ D Poise.
It's your boy, the Dot.
The Doc.
I'm Sunshine. Hello, hello.
So there are a lot of things that we as black people never want to try because we just immediately say, "No, man, I ain't doing that."
And in this scenario, you are black people, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He don't want to try anything, nothing.
because
Like I've never seen anyone so resistant to new things. Like how he and you had mentioned last week you was like, oh, I guess I'll live a sheltered life. That's not the sign of a sheltered life. That's a sign of a closed mind, or that's a sign of being stubborn. Because I could ask him something like, try this. This is so good. I don't like that. Well, what didn't you like about
I
it?
can't.
What didn't you like about it? I don't know. I never had it before. How do you not like it then
at
if you
one
never
point
had it?
the thought of your stomach turning before you and you
Spinach,
that may just happen. I'm like,
spinach, and
"Yeah,
artichoke dip.
I'm cool. I already I don't like dip with my chips. I really
Try
don't. I just want to
broccoli
eat my
for the
chips.
first time when we met.
That's all right.
How?
Okay.
What was your mom feeding you, man? Was you just eating junk? Like, what kid hasn't had broccoli before?
I
Whether
was
you
just like all
disliked it or not, there had to
the
be
other
some
young
broccoli in
kids.
your
What was
life.
what's the young kids
You was
McDonald's
spoiled.
and what was it what they always kids now? McDonald's and
He was spoiled. Hey, Ma, can we
chicken
have some
nuggets, chicken
McDonald's?
nuggets
He
and
was
juice.
spoiled.
Chicken nuggets and
Chicken nuggets and juice.
Mm,
potato chips. And
Mm-hmm.
that was dinner.
chicken nuggets and Capri Sun.
There you go. There's the
Ooh.
They look,
we
they're
don't
gonna be falling off early
Ooh.
because
we
chicken
don't
nuggets, that's not real meat. They just they just they just tossing the beaks, the feet, the frustration, the anger, everything all goes into the wood chipper and comes out in putty. Like are not discriminating.
wow.
Chicken
Yeah,
lips,
that is literal truth.
chicken lips, the beaks, the extra beats,
So
the giblets.
Mm.
sitting there watching this thing on about this brother, you must have fell asleep, but the brother who
Oh yeah, that was kind of creeping me out.
what he said he was a cyborg.
He said that he told his mother that he's a cyborg from the year 2050 and that he is here to warn people about the future and how and so they asked him how's the world going to end. She got frustrated with her son and she took him to Dr. Phil. So the first thing they do is they invite
Dr.
some.
Phil still on TV?
Yeah, Dr. Phil's still doing. He's out there on Al Gore's internet, uh, doing stuff. So they first get this guy who's considered to be what they call a mentalist. He's a people reader, and then
Mm-hmm.
I guess he has someone who is in the same type of practice who he looks up to. So he brought him on as well. These are both white men, and the man who said it was the guy who believes he is a cyborg is a man of color. He's a black man, and the mom, of course, is a black woman, and she just got so frustrated. All the people she didn't call Oprah, she didn't call Iyanla, she called Dr. Phil to look at her black son. Okay, so he said that he's a cyborg, year 2050. He's here. They asked him, so now they're watching him, they're judging his movement. He said that when he said the word disease, that he showed some type of feeling, and that cyborgs don't show emotion. Okay, Based on what? The last cyborg you interviewed? Are you freaking serious? Like, what is your benchmark to ask this cyborg question?
Right.
So,
Mm.
because, he says, well, I would ask him a math question, something is very difficult. Or I would ask him a question, a question based on logic, something difficult that he would have to know if he was a cyborg. But then conversely, my question would be to them, how are you basing your questions to a cyborg when you've never met a cyborg before? How do you know? Ugh, well, all the cyborgs I deal with, they eat Lunchables on Wednesday and they know all the answers to all the math questions. Like what?
Right.
Like, sir, you can't confirm or deny what this man is saying about himself. And what they say, perception is reality. It's not even what we say about things, it's what we believe. So if this man has this powerful thought in his head, you know, then that is his reality. And get this,
Mm.
they said all of this stuff about this guy, and then they tighten it up and throw a cherry on top by saying that they're not looking at this as a mental illness situation. Then what are you looking at it as? You know what they said, that what the mom said, and this really sucked for me, which is when I kind of tuned out and like literally got the best nap of the year. She said, well, all of this started when I told him that he had to get a job. And if you're a cyborg, then you don't have to get a job. So now you hear that you have this black woman and her black son who she's claiming doesn't want to get a job. And here you have these two white men discussing this black man who doesn't want to be employed. It just reeks
Yep.
of just nonsense and filth and just fodder to me. And I'm just like,
Mm.
ma'am,
Thanks
I
for the
would
trip,
rather
Dr. Phil.
son is a cyborg.
There's a lot of
Thanks for
cyborgs.
the thanks for the trip.
A lot
Who
of
was what was that movie? What was it? Hitchhiker or yeah? He was
To
like,
the guy
thanks, like thanks for the ride, lady. Or no, that was a creep show. That's
that
what it
was
was.
for the ride,
In the
lady.
creep show. He's like, thanks for the ride, lady.
I was thinking Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So long. Thanks for all the fish.
so
But I feel like the part that I did get to see, there's something going on with this guy, and the reason why I would believe that there was something that was wrong with him is because one of the most difficult parts of the body to control, and I think anyone would agree with this if we probably don't think about it, but it is a fact. One of the most difficult parts of the body to control are your eyes. And if you're a person like me, I have a condition called nystagmus. And what nystagmus is that I have rapid eye movements while I'm awake. If some people were to look at me like under like a close light and like when I'm having moments of nystagmus, you would think I was on cocaine because my eyes move so rapidly that it's like I'm high on something. But that's just how my eyes move because of my vertigo, right? This guy's eye movements were very weird. And you can't stare for a long time without your eyes watering, or you have people who practice staring for long periods of time, but this man's eyes darted about in a way that was really weird. And
Mm.
I would even want to see him undergo some sort of hypnosis, to where they could speak to
Imagine.
him, just like kind of stripped down and have a conversation with him, because I'm one of those people who I believe that there is so much going on this earth, and people just write everything off. Everybody is so busy hip twerking and doing TikTok videos that we have a whole world that's being revealed within our world, and no one is catching it. No one is paying attention. There's literally and this is the other thing. Why is it that this white boy can get this video out here and now everybody's believing in aliens, but this young black man can't be a cyborg? Why do we give
What
premium
video? Believe in it?
type of
What
person?
alien video? I ain't
There
seen
is
it.
a video that this dude captured of aliens on his property. And no one, they have yet to debunk this video and call it a lie. No one has done that yet.
Hmm.
And it came in and out of the news cycle so fast that, but if you search for it, it's still out there. And no one has said, oh, this has been proven to be a mystery. Even if you look it up on Snopes, it says inconclusive, or what's the one where they just do like a middle thing where they don't have an answer yet. They haven't they haven't explained it away. Let me say that.
Hmm.
But this cat can't be a cyborg.
No, yeah, no, I haven't seen that. I'm gonna have to investigate.
Black people.
And she said that her son was normal up until his graduation. Well, newsflash, sister, he didn't look normal in
Probably
his
was on that.
graduation photo. So I got
It's
a
probably on
feeling
that
he's
good good.
probably different before graduation.
Probably smoking on that ivory.
Or
Yeah.
maybe that was just the alien coming of age or the cyborg coming of age. He's like, well, now you 18 on Earth. You done went through their little schooling. So now we should just let your tentacles hang out. Just come on out and just let everybody know you're a cyborg. It's
No.
time.
And he has steel inside of his legs. So if you was
Yeah,
to
what?
steel inside of his legs. So if you was going to do
Oh,
an X-ray of his legs, you'd see the steel inside his legs.
did they do an X-ray?
No, Dr. Phil made a joke of it. That sounds like
So
something I
see,
would like to do because my
so,
knees are bad.
so see, that's the thing. It's like, why would you put this on here if you're not really going to give it the breath that it needs, if you're not really going to do the research to at least go to the next step? Because now you still have a quite possibly mentally ill man out here who could hurt himself or hurt others, or you have a cyborg out here who you haven't really tried to take the time to get to know him. Like, why wouldn't they go further? Check him out.
Right.
Do
That's
an
why I'm gonna
x-ray
have
do an
a.
x-ray in front of him. Show him, okay, look here, these are your legs, this is bone material, you're not made of metal, so let's get you some help. Let's figure out. And one
I'm
thing
gonna
that the
have a
man
Arnold
did
Schwarzenegger
say,
running around here.
the one thing the man did say, and this is true, he could have a parasite. Like, there have been cases where people have had parasitic infections, or you can have like a there are hormonal issues that can take place. There are
Why couldn't he
thyroid
just be?
issues.
Why couldn't he just be a cyborg?